Hi, welcome to my first performing arts vlog, and today I'm going to be presenting what I've learned on my first day for my performing arts workshop. Today I'll be presenting a technique called generating text. This is a method used by a company called Frantic Assembly. Today I'll be presenting how I use this technique and how from that I've made a character which I can now portray in theatrical uses. So what did I actually do? Well, let me tell you. So first of all, we had to think of a keyword. So with that, we picked freedom. Freedom was the word. And with that, we had to find 3 images. And with those 3 images, it has to link to the word freedom. So we found 3 images, we got 3 images, and to which we then got told to pick a word that also links to these 3 pictures. And for me, it was change. With that, we got told to list off 10 questions about change and then pick our 3 best questions. So I picked my 3 best questions about change. And then we got told to switch. So somebody else had a different idea, a different word, and they gave me a different question. And with that, I would have to write whatever that question is. And I could do this myself as a different character, just making it interesting. So we kept doing it. We kept switching until we got back to our paper and see what the people wrote down, what our people wrote down. And with that, you read it and you see what kind of character can you create based off of that conversation. What is that conversation? Is it talking to another person? Is it having a speech to a lot of people? Well, I'm going to be presenting to you what my one was and what people said. So the question I picked out was, is change good? And they wrote no. Sometimes change is harmful. It can change things for the worse. Things can become too different to change for it to even matter anymore because it's become so entirely different. But it's always making a positive difference to you and the people around you with maybe something new, a change of pace, environment, something of the major changes which can really help. Now, as you can see, the 3 little dots there, that was when we switched. So one person wrote that sentence and then somebody else continued it. And it creates so many different perspectives, but at the same time, it's continuing that character. And with that, you can learn off it. And obviously, I will be presenting my character and showing you who I think best suits this as a character. And this is only my first of 3. Now presenting my second one is changing just a human concept? And one person wrote, at some point in our lives, we may feel like everything changes all at once, and we are powerless to do so. Anything about it can make us feel so trapped and powerless. And I quite like that one, and I'll show you why soon after I show my last one, because I feel like it really goes well with the character I've made. And does everything change? I feel like everybody changes over a variety of different reasons, such as life events and experience. So, out of those 3 questions, we have got given an interesting kind of character out of it. And for me, it feels like there's speaking involved, there's a speech. He is directly talking to other people. And with that, the first thing that came to mind was politician. That's what politicians do. And I feel like with that, this is my character. So my character is named Arthur Ost. He's 22 and male. And he's a politician, realising the corruption of his country. He comes from a working class background and his goal is to expose a dictator. Now, the reason why I picked that was because when we look at is change good, it's kind of hinting to the fact that he wants change, he wants to make good out of the bad. And I feel like this character really suits the conversation that was had. So, I got told, just make your character, which I did, and then now you've got to write a good paragraph, and you've got to describe how will this character speak, and how you create this in a story role. And anyway, this was my idea. So, when we have finished our 3 sentences and described our characters, we then got told to write a good paragraph about how our character would be in the situation you have made. And my situation obviously is a politician, and he's talking to a group of people. And just quickly imagining it, this is what I came up with. I've lost a lot of things in my life. Friends, family, people I thought could help me. When I became a politician for the Republic, I wanted to make change for the better. But that didn't happen. Now we hear the rockets fly over our heads, and that this product is out of stock. And my question is, when will this torment end? Speaking to you now could land me death. Because God forbid we get smart and look at our prospering neighbours and see what freedoms they have. It's time for a change. Now, the idea for my character is that these 3 questions I got, they were quite powerful, they had a deep meaning behind it. And I feel like analysing that deep meaning of we need change links well to my character, as more or less, we need change. The politician is trying to change the country for the better, and which is the reason why I picked this character, because I feel like it really just links well. So what have we learned from generating text? Well, I feel like because I've used generating text, I've created a character that's really in depth and, well, is interesting. And it's a very unique character as well. Without the use of generating text, I don't think I would have been that creative to use such a complex character such as that. And my ability also to understand the character and the character's role as well, it really does help. And I've learned that generating text is a really useful tool into making characters such as that. And I think I'm going to end the vlog there today, and I've successfully presented my first workshop lesson in performing arts, and hope to see you soon, as I will be vlogging more of my journey. Thank you for watching.